Hello, this is Mary, the Psychic Animist, coming to you from Rivers Bend Sanctuary, and we are on our Tarot series. We are on week 21, which is the Judgment card, which is card number 20 in the Major Arcana. So, Judgment. What does Judgment bring to mind? Well, here is the Rider-Waite version of Judgment, which is very Christian, very religious, that, really showcases, that you will be judged when you die, basically, is what you see here. See, who is that? Gabriel, that angel, with the, not the harp, but, to basically to call you home, but yet you're judged, right? So this is all a judgment by somebody else. I don't like this. I don't agree with the way that, honestly, that the Rider-Waite portrays this, that it is a judgment that you will have. It's very, very religious based. So that is, the main thing is it's a reckoning. With this card, it's a reckoning. You will be judged, all your karmic issues and that. There's a different way to really think about this, because when you pull the Judgment card, it doesn't mean you're going to die and you are going to have to face your maker, kind of thing, or be judged for everything you've done while on, in this lifetime. I don't believe that at all. I believe when you pull the Judgment card, this is about self-reflection. This is that, you are the one judging yourself. Nobody else judges you, because it's your soul you're in control of, right? And when you pull this card, to me, this means you are getting to the end of this cycle. Like I've mentioned before, I feel that we have 7-year cycles. A lot of things, major occurrences are 7-year cycles, and we adapt, evolve, and change. When you get to this point in this cycle, it means it's time for you to do a lot of self-reflection. Okay, well, what are the lessons that have come up? What have you learned from them? How can you be more pure? How can you live your life the purest so that your soul feels the best? This is what this is about. Like, look at this is from the Lightseers deck, and I like this. She is releasing. This is also about letting go. So with this card, I love that it shows she's letting everything inside. All of this is a lot too about things that from the past that we need to let go of. This is saying, reflect on what has happened in the past, what's holding you down, and release it. So a lot of this can really relate to shadow work type of stuff as well, but it's you're really focusing on what's worked, what hasn't, making those steps to change things, and releasing that energy that is bogging you down, right? Because it's time for a new change. It's time for a new direction for you. You are you're evolving into a different aspect, a different part of your life. It's like you're updating, right? You're doing an update, getting rid of what's not working and putting in some things that are going to work. So this is from the Vivre Tarot by Paulina Cassidy. I've got a couple of hers. Of her cards. And the same, you've got the harp, not harp, I'm not using the right word there, but, calling in the judgment. But you see the flames there. Another thing that's beautiful is I think the Judgment card is similar to like the Phoenix. Oh, here's one. So from, which one is this? This is Spirit Song. So this is called the Awakening card, and it's renewal and enlightenment. And it's got a peacock. And the peacock is a symbol basically of like a phoenix, right? It's rising up from the fire, from the ashes, and changing and being better. It is that renewal and enlightenment. Here is from the Anima Mundi, which again is just bringing in the new, release the old, bring in the new. So here is from the She Tarot. This is also, figuring out what your purpose is. You do a review. So it's similar. It can be a life review. You can go that far if you want. But it's really self-evaluation, reflection, reckoning what's working, what's not. you know, it's, again, it's, to me, this is really about a cycle ending and a new one beginning. And you're really looking at, you know, you can look at the karmic debts you have, you can look at what you've done you want to do better on, all of that. So we've also got a couple different cards here to show you. Ooh, this one's kind of cool too. This is from the Celtic Dragon Tarot. And if you notice with this one, you know, see the beautiful dragon who is there giving healing and energy, you know, helping this person, which looks like this person's going to pass, right? Like they're actually going to pass over and die. And you see the sunshine coming in and all the beautiful light that is behind, you know, this dragon. It's really showing you, this card is saying, you know, the universe has your back. Do the work, just open your eyes. See, like this man is not opening his eyes to know that he doesn't have to suffer anymore. He can go through and release that. So this one is probably one of my favorites too. This is from the Enchanted Forest Tarot. This is the Council of Animals, which is Judgment. So this is going a little in between, right? So it's not just about you judging yourself here. So what is neat about this one though is that they change. You know, these 12 animals change each I don't know, season period. So some, you know, sometimes maybe it's by the river because there's a salmon who is involved as well. But it's because you get different perspectives. So this helps, because this card I love because it causes you to reflect from outside perspectives, which is the way that we learn, right? The way that we can adapt and evolve is from looking from not just our perspective, but all perspectives, or as many perspectives as we can, to get a better understanding of why things occur. You know, what's at the, whether it's the emotional level, physical level, why we react the way we do, and how we can change it if we don't like it, and why other people do, and how we reflect them. So very, very neat card. For reversed, if you pull this reversed, a lot is your self-doubt. You know, you've got a lot of self-doubt. You do not have confidence in yourself. You're resisting the change, and you're resisting to admit your failures. And, you know, not just your failures, your successes too, but most people have a harder time admitting their failures. And, you know, things that you're not comfortable with, some things that you wish you could change. Well, if you pull this reversed, it's a sign like kicking you in the butt saying, do the work. You know, you can do this. You have the ability to do this review, to reflect, you know, work on that self-confidence, work on being able to be more self-aware. You know, the self-awareness is pretty big. A lot of people seem blinded. So this can come up reversed a lot for those that kind of just go through life with not really caring about what's going on to them or anyone else. Then that is really about your self-awareness is really low, and you need to work on it. It can also mean you're being too dang harsh on yourself too, right? You have to show yourself love and kindness. Self-loathing can happen as well. So if we're talking about, let's just say for love, you pull this this card for a love reading. So this is really going to show you that together as a couple, you know, if you're in a relationship, you really need to take a moment to reflect. You know, you both reflect on how you're treating each other, what the relationship means to you, you know, how you can progress in a more beneficial way to each other. Pull that reversed, huh? So if it is reversed, then you're not doing that. You're not taking an initiative to help your relationship. You are, you're blaming your partner. It can be that you're blaming your partner for the relationship downfalls, and you're in denial. You know, maybe it's just not working. Maybe it's time to really look. So kind of similar, but for love, but if it's upright, it really means you do, you know, work together to try to figure out what's going on, how you can better adapt, how you guys can, you know, grow together as a couple. If you are not in a relationship and you pull this card for a love reading, it means you need to make sure to do more self-reflection on yourself and what you believe a relationship is supposed to be like. Let's see, and if it is reversed and you are single, again, same basic thing is that it's not going to work right now until you really evaluate yourself and how you feel that love should be a part of your life. Career-wise, you know, if you pull this, upright, it can mean that you are going through a change, right? There's a big change happening in your life. Maybe you are getting called to a different career. Maybe that's like a big calling that you've got, and you need to look into it. How can you make this work? All right. Evaluation. Again, evaluate what are your core values in a career? Is it aligned with your core values in your life? You know, it can be just accountability. It can be a lot of that. For reversed, again, self-doubt. So self-doubt is going to be a big one. When you pull judgment reversed anyway, it's that there's self-doubt. You know, you're not putting the effort in, you're blind to something. You're covering things up. You're failing to take responsibility, that kind of thing. That's the same for reverse finances. Really means, you know, need to really take a step back, right? And reevaluate your, your financial habits. So if it is upright, reflect on your financial habits. Still look and see what's going on. Reflect on your values. Let me see if I got anything else. This card is from the Ethereal Visions. I'm probably saying that wrong. It's okay. I still am, not quite as religious as like the Rider-Waite. But out of here, out of these ones, I think it's got to be these two as my favorite. So we've got the Light Seers and the Enchanted Forest one, just because I love the duality of these, actually, of being able to put these together, working with yourself and different archetypes, different spiritual beings that can help you, of course. And I do love this one too, just showing the care, right, of being the caregiver. So that is it. Next week, we will have the end of our cycle for the world, and we might take a break after that before we get going with the Minor Arcana. So I hope you enjoyed. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you later.